So here is Chavonne out of box, and I learned something, folks. Those rubber bands that they do around the neck, it turns out you don't have to snip them. If you don't, you can just pull them off around from this side, go to one side, undo it, and then you don't have to snip them. And that's actually a pretty easy way of taking the dolls out. A lot easier actually than cutting it. And then also, if you're not sure you're going to keep the doll and want to return it to Toys R Us, excuse me, then you know, you do as less damage to the box as possible. So anyway, Taryn, or excuse me, Chavonne. This is Chavonne. Now, I have to admit, with the England edition, in general, this seems like the clothes are the ugliest clothes I have ever seen. I've not been pleased with the England clothes. Callie's outfit's pretty cute. Meredith, well actually, I don't know. I did actually like Meredith, Kyla's, and Callie's outfits. The dolls also seem a little different, and some of them don't seem quite as pretty as they once were when I saw them in the store. I don't know, some of them it seems like maybe they're making their faces a little more sharp. Usually it seems Journey girls have similar features, but I don't know, sometimes some of them, their features seem different. God, I'm getting all my girls confused. Kelsey looked like she took some, took some, for slacks, looks like that she took, she raided her couch or something, you know, did a Scarlet O'Hara, except doing her curtain, she did her couch. So, in general, I've not really liked the clothes. Dana's dress might be okay. I don't really like the sweater with it. But, Chavonne seemed to have a pretty cute outfit, but I don't know if I quite like it as much out of box. The slacks seem a little too bright for the outfit she's wearing. Anyway, Chavonne has, you know, this really nice curly hair. It's very pretty. A lot of people express concern over the hair, and I admit I don't know if you do want to comb it a lot, because I think it might undo the curls, and it does seem drier. I usually use a brush like this for dolls that have hair like this. Whoops, oops, ah, oops, sorry Chavonne, oh poor Chavonne. Here, why don't we set you down here? Put your hands behind you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of times I use a brush like this to kind of fluff the hair if I feel it needs fluffing. I usually vacuum it if it gets dirty. I haven't tried washing it. I don't know what would happen. I have to admit I'm a little nervous about doing that. I usually wash my other doll's hair. To keep my doll's hair from getting dry, I use this Luster's S-Curl. People usually use it on their hair, but I found it's really nice for doll hair. So I wash the doll's hair usually with something like Johnson's Baby shampoo, and then I put this stuff in it, and it keeps it nice and silky. I would recommend spraying it into your hand rather than spraying it into the doll's hair directly. The smell can be kind of overpowering at first, but it does, you know, kind of, if you let it air out, it will kind of, you know, become less so. But still, I would recommend spraying it in your hand first rather than spraying it on the hair directly. So that's how I usually keep my doll's hair looking nice. I don't know, I haven't used it on Chavonne or Taryn though, and I don't know how it would work. There, you know, Chavonne actually has a lot of admirers, it seems, but a lot of people do seem a little intimidated by the hair. Okay. So, anyway, the outfit would be kind of cute. I just find that the colors might be a little bright in some way. So she's wearing a long sleeve black and white t-shirt. She's got a denim vest with kind of these ugly white buttons. I think I would have preferred it without the white buttons. And it's got bright red pants. I think I would have preferred them a little darker maybe. And she's wearing black shoes. No socks, and she doesn't have underwear. As far as, let me see. Yeah. As far as the differences from the 2010 production to the 2014 production, they are using a much softer plastic. When I squeeze Taryn's arm, it doesn't, you know, go down. But let me see if I can demonstrate this. Why, oh why do I never bring my tripod? Okay. But if, as you can see, the plastic is softer. I haven't taken her clothes off. One of the problems that happened in 2013 with the doll clothes is that they started leaving marks. Well, actually, I think this was always kind of a problem with the doll. If you undress your Journey girls, a lot of them times you'll notice marks on their body. And like I remember with Dana, it was my Dana, who was from 2012. I think she was part of the, well, she was part of 2012 anyway. It was I have the red sweater Dana, you know, the Dana that came in blue jeans and a red sweater and a white t-shirt that had a black bow on it. And she had a checkered black and white hat. It was really terrible when I took her clothes off because she had things that looked like bruises all over her body, and I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. And it wasn't until I got the 2013 dolls that I realized that these marks that you find on their body are actually from the rubbing of the clothes. I haven't figured out how to get the marks off. I haven't, usually, you know, acetone can sometimes be helpful in taking stuff off. Though you have to be careful with acetone because sometimes it can do more damage than it does. But I haven't found that it works taking these marks off. One thing I can advise you, though, is that to further prevent it from messing up the dolls, take the clothes and wash them once. And I often find that they might fade a little bit, but a lot of times they won't rub off anymore on the doll. So that's pretty much the only advice I've been able to give. She's not wearing any underwear and she's not wearing any socks. That's not usually uncommon when they're wearing slacks. The only time it seems they give them underwear and socks is when they're wearing a dress, like Taryn is. Okay, and this is Chavonne from the back. Usually the clothes come off with Velcro. And let me get my tripod. I don't know why I forget my tripod. It seems like she's got a little something in her hair. There we go. The hair is actually quite pretty. You know, these little tight curls and bunches of curls. I love it. Okay. Now, as far as movement, I don't think anything in that way has changed. They have classic baby doll movements, pretty much. Head goes side to side. Arms go up and down. They don't seem to have quite as much. Is that different? No, that's not different. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't go too much up, but they can go up and down. They have a vinyl head, vinyl chest plate, vinyl arms, vinyl legs. They have a soft body here. It's filled with 100% polyester fiber fill, surface wash only. Yeah, and so I just noticed something like that. Legs go up and down, kind of like that. The dolls can stand on their own, like so, and if you want them to sit down, they can do that too. Sometimes some of them sit better than others. Chavonne doesn't quite sit as well, but you have to prop their hands behind them or else prop them against something. Now, come over here, Taryn. Now, Chavonne, okay, so this is Chavonne and Taryn. Taryn is from 2010, and from what I can see, she's one of the original productions of Journey Girls. This, and Chavonne, of course, is on the left. They had two different girls, pictures of the girls, to play these, and in a lot of ways you would think that they're that means that they're different people. But the only thing is they have the same history. They're both into singing and jazz music, if I recall. I'm pretty sure that was Taryn's story. So it all seems that they did some changes from the... they've done some changes with Chavonne, maybe to make her more appealing or something. So, what are the differences? Well, they're the same height. They have the same type of hairstyle, curly hair, usually with a kind of held back with a black headband that you can't really see. Taryn is darker. They both have these beautiful light brown eyes that almost seem to glow, and particularly with Taryn, it's almost kind of supernatural, like she's like got an inner, I don't know, cat or something like that, it's quite neat. Very pretty dolls. Chavonne is lighter, which helps maybe, for her, to be able to see sometimes other features, like you can see the blush of her cheeks and the color of her lips, whereas with Taryn, that's kind of, you can't quite see that. Her main feature is those incredible eyes, So they're about the same size, and of course they have the same movements. As I said, 2010 though, Taryn has a firmer plastic. Taryn was dressing in a school type outfit. Because she was in a dress, she was wearing underwear and socks. So that's pretty much the differences between them. Oh yeah, they have eyelashes too. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Their eyes don't close though. So I hope you've enjoyed my review, and stay tuned.